Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to compare the value of fractions. First, I will explain how to compare fractions with the same denominator. Next, we will learn how to compare fractions with different denominator. At the end of this video, I will give some questions for you to answer. Without further ado, let's go. Now, for the same denominator. Which one is larger? 2/5 or 4/5? To compare these two fractions, we will visualize the fraction like this. This is 2/5. 2 out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2/5. Here 4/5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4/5. Then, by looking at the visualized fraction, we can see that 4/5 is larger than 2/5. Thus, 4/5 larger than 2/5. This is the symbol for larger than. Look like an arrow pointing to the right. So, this is the symbol for larger than. 4/5 larger than 2/5. Next, which one is smaller between 5/8 and 3/8? Now we visualize the fractions, and as you can see, 3/8 is smaller. 3/8 is smaller than 5/8. Then the denominator is the same, which is 8. Here 8 and here also 8. Therefore, 3/8 is smaller than 5/8. 3/8 smaller than 5/8. This is the symbol for smaller than. Also look like an arrow but pointing to the left. If the denominators is the same, then the fraction with the bigger numerator is the bigger fraction, and the fraction with the smaller numerator is the smaller fraction. Here, 4/9 and 7/9. We compare the numerator because the denominator is the same, which is 9 here. So we compare the numerator, 4 and 7. Since 4 is smaller than 7, thus 4/9 is smaller than 7/9. So 7/9 bigger and 4/9 smaller. Next, 5/7 and 3/7. So the denominator is the same, which is 7. Then we compare the numerator directly. Since 5 is bigger than 3, therefore 5/7 is bigger and 3/7 is smaller. Next, the different denominator. Which one is larger between 4/5 and 4/9? Since the denominator is not the same, therefore we cannot compare the numerator directly. Let us visualize these fractions. Here, as you can see, here 4/5 is larger than 4/9. Thus, 4/5 is larger than 4/9. So we are using the symbol larger than, like this. Next, which one is smaller between 1/4 and 2/10? After we visualize these two fractions, we can see that 2/10 is smaller than 1/4. Therefore, 2/10 smaller than 1/4. This is the symbol for smaller than. I hope you can remember and differentiate between the symbol larger than and smaller than. Alright. Rather than visualizing the fraction, I will teach you how to compare the value between two fractions with different denominators by using the cross multiplication method. Here, cross multiplication method. So, this is our example. 1/2 and 1/4. Now, we do the cross multiplication here and multiply between 1 and 4. Here, 1 and 4. 1 times 4 equals 4. The answer is 4. Next, we do the cross multiplication like this. Starting from here, 1 and 2. So, 1 times 2. 1 times 2 equals 2. Now, compare the answers. Here we have 2 and here we have 4. Since 4 is larger than 2, here 4 is larger than 2. Therefore, a half is larger than a quarter, or 1/2 is larger than 1/4. So this is the symbol. Next, we try to compare between 1/3 and 4/5 using the cross multiplication method. First, we do the cross multiplication here, like this, and multiply between 1 and 5. Multiply between 1 and 5. 1 times 5 equals 5. Next, we do the cross multiplication here, starting from 4, going to 3, then 4 multiply with 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. Now, compare the answer between 12 here and then 5. Since 5 is smaller than 12 here, 5 is smaller than 12, then 1/3 is smaller than 4/5. Again, 1/3 is smaller than 4/5. So, when we write it using the symbol, we will use this symbol, smaller than, pointing to the left. Now, for the exercise, here, you have to circle the bigger fraction. So I give you one example. So 3/5 and 1/5. Since the denominator is the same, which is 5, then we can compare the numerator directly. And 3 is bigger than 1. Thus, 3/5 is bigger than 1/5. And we circle this fraction. Okay. And then here, circle the smaller fraction between 3/4 and 2/4. Now the denominator is the same, 4, so we can directly compare the numerator. And then between 3 and 2, 2 is smaller. Thus, we circle 2/4. Okay. Then here, fill in the blank. Use bigger than this symbol and smaller than this symbol. So here 3/5 and 1/5. So the denominator is the same, 5. Then we compare. So we know that 3/5 is bigger than. So since this is bigger than 1/5, so we write this symbol, bigger than. And also here 3/4 and 2/4. Since 3/4 is bigger, then we write this symbol, 3/4 bigger than 2/4. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.